Mr. Rorion, it's a pleasure, it's an honor to have you here.
Great to be here.
In the East Coast. And also, I'd like to, first of all, say thank you for all the work that you've done, you and your family, to promote Jiu-Jitsu. Because thanks to your work, Jiu-Jitsu now is well known and we all can enjoy the benefits. And I think every Jiu-Jitsu fighter should be thankful for your work and for your family as well. My first question is, now you said that you're in another project which is promoting a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
Is this going to be harder than making Jiu-Jitsu now around the world?
It's much more difficult because people have certain eating habits, they have developed their own eating habits, and it's very difficult to change. But in my opinion, it's a subject that has to be taken care of very carefully, and it's more important than Jiu-Jitsu itself because it's your health. So I'm committed to this, and that's what I want to do.
What are some of the excuses that they give?
Well, people just like to eat certain things. They're accustomed to eat certain things. And the stress of habit is something that's really, really ingrained in an individual's lifestyle. Culture as well. So to suggest, oh, you shouldn't eat this anymore, you should eat that instead, some people are going to say, I don't want to do it. So I have to find a way that make them understand the importance of changing those eating habits. So that's the new challenge. But I like it.
Sometimes when I talk about Gracie diet to some students or some family members, they say, yeah, we're all going to die sometime, somewhere. So I just want to enjoy life and eat whatever I want. What would you say to somebody like that?
Well, we're all going to die one day, that's true. But they say that because they don't know the kind of consequence the bad eating habits will bring. So you have a lot of people that are multi-millionaires and they have health problems. And they're going to die one day too, but until then, you can suffer all the way to death, or you can just have a good life and one day pass away. So the idea is the process of waiting until the day of your death comes. For some people that take care of their health, chances are they're going to have a smoother waiting process than the ones that abuse their bodies by eating junk and not taking care of that. They might have health problems that make that wait longer and more difficult and more painful. So I think it's worth eating right so you have a good, long, healthy life. Then you eat all kinds of junk because it tastes good and then suffer the consequences of those bad eating habits. Time will tell.
You were the creator of the UFC. How do you like where is it going right now?
Well, in the old days it was a comparison of styles. Today what we have is a comparison of athletes. So the show keeps growing. It's the fastest growing sport in the world. I'm very happy that I was somehow contributed to the creation of the show in the early days. But it's not the same vision I had. Therefore, it's just a different thing. It's an entertainment piece nowadays instead of a comparison of styles.
Do you watch it? Do you watch the fights?
Not much, no. I don't really see
much. I was going to ask you who you think has the best Jiu-Jitsu in the UFC.
I don't know. I don't watch it enough to know who's the best Jiu-Jitsu. But I know that everybody's embracing Jiu-Jitsu, which was my dream in coming to America, making sure that people became aware of the benefits of Jiu-Jitsu. And as far as that goes, I'm very happy with the result. Everybody's doing it nowadays.
Do you think there will ever be Gracie UFC champion?
I don't know because there's so many Gracies growing up right now. They're different, people. The family keeps growing, and some of those guys might get excited and go in there and do it again. But one thing is for sure, Jiu-Jitsu is not a privilege for the Gracie family members only. There's a lot of people that are very good, very dedicated, and training very hard. So if the Gracies want to go back in the UFC and establish themselves as champions again, like you said, they have to take their mindset, not just being the Gracie and using the Jiu-Jitsu they grew up with, but more than that, they have to become focused and being professional athletes and taking care of the fitness and all that kind of stuff. So it's possible, but I don't know. It's up to each individual to decide to do that or not.
Do you watch Jiu-Jitsu tournaments?
No.
Sport Jiu-Jitsu tournaments?
No.
Because I was going to ask you if you have seen Kron Gracie fighting.
I've seen Kron fight. He's a great fighter. Yeah.
Well, what do you think makes his Jiu-Jitsu different than the other styles? He just won the Abu Dhabi champion by submitting everybody in his division.
Well, first of all, he's Hickson's son. You can't go wrong with that. It's a great handicap for him. So, and then he's a dedicated kid. He understands the purpose of his training is submission and that kind of thing. He's very committed to the cause. And like I said, he got the best software Jiu-Jitsu in the world. So you can't go wrong with that.
Did you watch your son Hiro Gracie fight last time?
Yes.
What do you think about that?
He's not a bad fighter either. He knows what he's doing. He's got a good idea on how to proceed and handle the fight. I think he did an amazing fight.
People was confused about the strategy that he used. He was being surviving and then preserving his energy to come stronger at the end. Was that part of Grandmaster Helio Gracie philosophy?
Of course. First of all, Andre Galvão is a tough guy. You cannot just walk in and finish him off. It doesn't work like that. The strategy of waiting for the person to wear out and get tired and make a mistake, that's exactly the purpose of why my dad did what he did. The strategy is not just go out and pose and finish the other guy. Sometimes if the person knows what he's doing, it's very difficult. So he did the perfect strategy of just conserving his energy, letting the guy do his thing, and just staying alive, which is the plan, and that's what you want to do. So, 100%.
Speaking of your dad, Grandmaster Helio Gracie, what was the best lesson that he ever taught you?
Well, I guess it's the ability to apply the techniques of Jiu-Jitsu in life, and know how to deal with the difficult situations that we face in a positive, in a calm, and intelligent way, so that you can deal with the problems, whatever life throws at you, in a very constructive and successful way. I think that was a big.
You were saying something very important that maybe you can tell our viewers about how Jiu-Jitsu is not so much about the chokes, but how it helped you survive when you just came to America in your earlier days.
That's the lesson that I got from the old man. What we should strive to do is to be able to use the concepts of Jiu-Jitsu in everyday life. Apply Jiu-Jitsu in your life. When life throws a choke in your neck, instead of panicking and going crazy about it, just take your time, analyze the situation, make the right choice, and deal with that situation at hand, knowing that you can, if you look for the right solution, deal with it in a positive way. So that's what it is. Apply Jiu-Jitsu in everyday life.
There is always controversy when a Gracie says something and then another Gracie family member says different. The media sometimes confront the two ideas and try to make like a fight, a media fight.
Of course.
What is your take on that, and what is your relation with the other members of the family?
Wonderful.
The Gracie family.
The relationship is great. Of course, the family is big as ours. There's different points of view. Everybody, have their own visions of things, and they want to do things a certain way. But ultimately, blood's thicker than water, and we will stick together no matter what. And it's just part of the whole, the different of opinions everybody has. That's what makes the whole thing exciting.
All right, finally, I know you're an entrepreneur. You're committed to this project of spreading the Gracie diet, a healthy lifestyle. But I was going to ask you, besides that, do you have any other projects? Where are we going to see, for example, Gracie in Action 3?
Not right now, no Gracie Action 3. My focus right now is being promoting the Gracie diet. I think that's the most important thing I can do. And I need your help and everybody else's help to watch this video to start considering that. Eat healthy, be healthy.
Thank you, Grandmaster.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
All right.